So that means every single time we need to start from intensity and then finish with consistency. Every time we need to start from intensity and finish with consistency. Today is 422nd day that I come here to share lessons that I learn and I'm learning, and I hope those lessons support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I'll speak about getting good at something. A lot of times when you really pursue something and getting good, a lot of people could come and ask how you get good at things, how you got good at sales, how you get good at public speaking. And the best answer is asking a question: how you get good at playing games, how you get good about knowing about all those sports, how you get good at running. There's a lot of times people are good at something, but they do not realize that, and they have a blind spot about it. And a lot of times we need to realize that we get good at things that we repeatedly do. We get good at things that we repeatedly do. So that means if you really want to get good at something, you need to do reps. You need to do constantly and consistently to make sure that you're able to achieve great skill in whatever you do. So that means if you want to achieve great skill, you need to repeatedly do that on a daily basis. If you're playing games every single day, that means you'll be good at playing games. If you watch movies every single day, that means you will know and you will be a very good critic in movies. That means every single day your choices determine what you get good at. A person who is speaking and selling every single day or learning and reading books about sales, of course he will get good in sales because that is what exactly he repeatedly does. So that means if you want to have communication skills, that means read a book, communicate with other people, learn about communication, get acquainted with people who are great in communication. So that means every single person has ability to change their skill if they understand the power of repetition, because I heard that repetition is the mother of success. Now when I think about repetition, first of course we need to start. When I think about babies, for babies it's very easy to start. Everything what you do is for the first time, so that means you need to catch up to adults. So that means you need to start walking because adults are already walking. And it's interesting because for babies it's easy. Every adult wants that baby to catch up. But when that baby becomes adult, no one is there to support them anymore. No one is here to motivate. So adults need to motivate themselves. And a lot of times adults need to grow beyond that first level, because first level is standing up, second level is walking, and that means that all adults are able to do so. But the next level is running. And running is only for people who choose to run, who choose to be different, who choose to go at another level. A lot of times when you choose to run, a lot of times people who don't want to run, they will try to slow you down, say, oh, don't run, like let's go to party, let's go to do something. So that means exactly the same with career paths. A lot of times if you achieved like education, you got that job 9 to 5, and now you want to move to the next step, you want to start a business. And people who are in that second level, who are working a job, and having a job is not a bad thing, but a lot of times people want to get to the next level, a third. So that means people who are in the second level, they will most likely never motivate you to move to the next step, because they know that they are not willing to take that step. So they think that you will not have ability to make that step to moving towards business as well. Now when I think about really building any kind of skill, I truly believe that there is one way to do the best. So that means I truly believe that we need to understand what means intensity and consistency. So that means every single time we need to start from intensity and then finish with consistency. Every time we need to start from intensity and finish with consistency. When I think about even any kind of rocket at the beginning uses a lot of energy, so that means use a lot of intensity to lift that rocket up, but after that you're able to use consistency and you move along and you're able not to use as much energy at the beginning. So that means everything what you start, you need to invest a lot of energy to move yourself out of that current situation. And this is very hard. People quit at that intensity mode. They don't have enough energy, enough vision, because they need to build that up. Do you have enough energy to really push through all the resistance to build that skill? because it will be difficult. A lot of times when you do not have skill and you start doing something that for the first time, there's a lot of people who already achieved great success in that skill, and it's very hard because you need to compare yourself with those people, and people are not able to go through that. But if you are able to compare yourself with yesterday, and you understand that you want to build that skill for a specific reason, because a lot of times people need to say, what is the purpose of that skill? And then you're able to connect that skill to a specific purpose, that they say that, okay, when I will build that skill, that will align exactly where I want to go, that will align exactly what kind of person I want to become, it will be easier to build that energy required to build that intensity. And when you, of course, go through that intensity, then you can reduce the energy, reduce the activity, and start being consistent in that activity. And of course, repetition, that's of course consistency equal repetition. So that means when you are consistently repeating the activity that you need to do to build a skill, then you will be able to build amazing skill, and people will start asking how you build that skill, and you will, of course, people will start to see you as overnight success. But that is not the true story. I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.